Hey people, how are you doing? This is Anita, and I am somewhere in the United States. And uh, as you know, my friend is in China right now, so I am actually by myself at the moment. But it's so beautiful out here. Oh my goodness, I have got to show you this. So let's turn around and show them the sunset. There it is. There it is. It's super beautiful. It's such a nice place here, and you'll enjoy this wonderful view of nature. Yeah. Anyways, so I think the amazing thing that I wanted to just talk about this evening is to just show you how incredible just sometimes spending time alone is good. And while my friend is in China enjoying her life and enjoying her family, somehow I am out of my books too. So I'm here and I'm enjoying time with my parents. I am not studying, and so the most important thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the fact that I don't care whether you're married, I don't care whether you're seriously dating, or you just have a best friend, or you're working. Sometimes it's okay to just spend time alone and discover yourself and just spend time enjoying your very being. I think the quality of friendship and anything you can do is learning how to find your own identity, your own self, and enjoying to spend time alone without having to cling on to that special person or cling on to anyone. You just have got to live, to enjoy, and to learn and to grow by yourself. So here I am, enjoying spending time alone. I miss my best friend, but I know she's coming soon. So cheers from America and cheers from China as I hear from Lillian in a minute to come. Thank you, guys.
Good morning, everyone. This is Lillian, and I am in China. Anita is not with me. Um, I am currently in Yunnan province traveling with my mom, and we're leaving tomorrow. But I do want to film this video and show you guys this awesome view of this lake called Lugu Lake. And here is the lake right behind me. I'm staying in an Airbnb that's right off the lake. Here is the Airbnb that I'm staying. As you can see, all of the windows are facing towards lake. So you wake up seeing this beautiful, beautiful view. This whole view actually reminds me of those famous Chinese calligraphy painting, black and white, of the lake and the mountains, and the cloud and the fog in the mountains. So I'm really blessed to be able to film this video at this view, and also waking up 3 mornings in a row to see this beautiful view. Anyway, so this week, what me and Anita decide to talk about is alone and solitude. This is a topic that people a lot of times avoid because people may see someone being by themselves as unpopular, but I want to say this depends on if you see yourself as lonely or if you're seeing yourself as just simply being solitude. The difference between lonely and solitude is for solitude, you actively choose to spend time with yourself and by yourself. But with alone, it feels like you are put in a situation where you're left by yourself. So, this is my interpretation of these two words. And the reason we want to talk about this is because we are in a world with social medias 24/7 around you. And you choose to focus on the external world. So, in a way, it's the difference between where your focus is. Are you focusing on your external world where the friends, the social media, coworkers, or are you really focusing on yourself, who you are, your own identity? What stage or where are you currently emotionally, physically, stuff like that. So I believe these are the differences between alone and solitude. When I first came to United States, I was very afraid of being alone. And a lot of times I choose to hang out with friends back to back, calling one friend after another to get coffee, to do homework, to go to the library, to go to class. I used to be really afraid of eating alone or sitting in a coffee shop alone. But for now, I actually enjoy doing things by myself when I need to. That is not to say that I don't enjoy hanging out with friends, but I'm simply saying that there are times of the day and of the week in my life that I choose to be alone. I choose to spend time with myself. The way that I see how we define ourselves, first is they see for who they are when they're hanging out with friends, and second is seeing who you are when you are by yourself. Because when you're hanging out with friends, you get feedbacks from your friends and from the environment of who you are. Are you talkative? Are you outgoing? Are you intuitive? Those characters, your friends tell you that, and you feel who you are, and you see that when you're with your friends. But when we are by ourselves, we need to learn how to spend time with ourselves. As I'm going through the change between feeling lonely and choosing to be solitude, I'd realized that I have to start to focus more internally into what I'm thinking and who I am. When we are by ourselves, this is when we become aware of all the thoughts running through our mind. What are we really telling ourselves? There are thoughts that come into our mind tell us that you're lame, you are weird, that's why you're spending time by yourself. You're unpopular. And these are all of the negative thoughts going through. So being solitude is when you're able to overcome those thoughts, or when those thoughts come into your brain, you tell yourself that you're not going to get affected by them because they're irrational. When I'm spending time alone, I'm able to tell myself that with all of the families around me, with all of the friends that I get to hang out with, I am not alone. And the reason I choose to be alone is because I'm focusing on who I am, and I'm focusing on my own personal growth. So my challenge for you guys this week is to evaluate and see where you are at on the path of being uncomfortable spending time by yourself and always craving to spend time with people to define who you are, to the stage where you are comfortable being by yourself and you get things done and you become very efficient when you're by yourself. And I would also like to encourage you guys to be aware of the thoughts going through your mind when you are by yourself. And I would like to encourage you guys to take a look at the times that you choose to be alone or the times that you're put in a situation of being alone, and evaluate and balancing out those situations, and also be aware of the thoughts going through your brain, and tell us about your experience. Let me show you guys this awesome view for the very last time, since I'll be leaving tomorrow. So there it is. Let us know if you have more questions, and like us and subscribe us. Bye.